Hey everybody. Whoa. My camera is really laggy. Okay, I might have to fix that in a minute. Um, Sorry about the late start. We meant to start at 6 a.m. or no, 5 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, but I fell asleep. So that was my bad. But here I have the developer of a great little indie mobile game called Globe in a State of War. So, do you want to tell them about the game real quick while I get everything set up?
Yeah, sure. So Globe is a simple arcade. It's an arcade game, and we designed it like a basic shmup, like a shoot 'em up. And but we still didn't want it to feel like a like an exact. We didn't want the same feeling because there's so many of them out there on the App Store and on Google Play for mobiles. There are tons of shoot 'em up games. So we wanted to have a slight different, but we still want to have the core of the game as a shooter. So we decided to go and make new systems, make new design changes to the basic core of the game, and that's why the most of the game revolves around this mechanic called as the frenzy orb. So the game really comes in like the whole game. You're playing it from just a avoidance standpoint, and then you pick up the frenzy thing, which is like a power up. Then you just go and destroy everything there. And the core of the game is you save all the astronauts, you kill all the enemies, and you save humanity. That's the core of the game. And we've also done that. We've tried to convey that to the player through comic strips. So when the game loads, you can see like the first time you play, you'll get to see all the comic pages that have come. So you'll get a very rough story from the initial thing, and we plan to develop the story as we go. And there are basic like it's more of a premise than a story, but that's what we want to achieve with like a small thing like a mobile game. We want to have the player a little more like if we want the player to be invested rather than just not have any like attachment to the game or the character. That's what we were going for.
Very cool. So, I'm going to switch over so that they can see the game. Oh crap.
Okay.
There. So now we're sharing my screen. So what I'm doing is I just have the game on a Nexus 7, and
Yeah.
we're just going to play through it for a bit. And if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask. We can talk to our developer here and just learn about the game in general. I'm really excited. But so I did notice I played a little bit from the build he gave me earlier, and I really liked the comic strip. I thought it was well done and it's very professional looking. So do you want to talk
Yeah.
about that for a minute?
Yeah. So like the way it starts is we wanted to have that feel that everything is going well at the space station. Everyone's happy. We tried and incorporated them. We made them play arcade games. So that's sort of a small fun thing we did there. And we did collaborate with a comic book artist here in Mumbai. He's really good at his his with his art, and also it was like we asked him if we can collaborate with him for the comic strips, and he agreed, and we really worked it out, collaborated with him, and got it sorted out. So we wanted to add like a deeper story. We wanted to make it more in depth, but we didn't want to also take away from the from the mobile genre where everything it needs to be quick. It's all short session gameplay. It's 2 minutes, 3 minutes. People are playing, dropping out. Not dropping out. I mean to say like the sessions don't last very long. So we designed with that. We designed the comic strips also with that thing. So it's very snappy. So there's not much to read. You just get a basic idea from what's going on, and yeah, that's about it. So
Awesome. So, I mean, like we were talking about, here's the first slide, and there are three, if I remember right. We got
yeah,
this one where
there
they're
are four initially. And then there is one if you beat the game, and there's one if you lose. If you not lose, but when you die or your ship gets destroyed.
gotcha. Okay.
So,
So we have the first one here
yeah, I'm
talking
pretty sure we
about.
won't be seeing the win one today.
No, I'm not that good. I was struggling pretty bad.
Yeah, no, it is hard. It takes time to beat the whole thing, so it's not
So
that.
Yeah, we have the first one here that's talking about them playing their arcade games, and then something's happening. So then we have, oh look, there's asteroids that are coming.
Yeah, if you have a look at the comic things, it's very fast. Like it's moving quick.
Yeah,
That's what we've gone for.
yeah. 1 second they're playing games, the next they're being attacked by aliens. It's a turnaround very quickly.
Yeah. So yeah, that's so. It's like it is pretty much that. But it starts off where they're playing games, everything is going well, and then they notice, okay, something is coming.
Yeah. All right. So then, third one, the asteroids hit the ship or the station that they're on, which causes a lot of them to fall into the atmosphere, which is the premise of the game. You're saving them from the atmosphere, correct?
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Awesome. So then we have a pilot here that's getting in to go save them, and everybody's freaking out because there's just asteroids and aliens. It's a normal day, right?
Right. Yeah, that's right. You're getting it.
All right. So then, yeah, it already has my best score of 162. Yeah.
Okay.
I was struggling pretty bad, but let's see what we can do here. All right. Oh boy. So tell me about the interface that you use, like how you have to move the ship. It's a lot different than anything I've seen before.
Yeah. So most of the shoot 'em ups, they have a similar gameplay style where you're just dragging your finger and you're just dragging the ship and you're just avoiding it. So it's really they all not they all, but most of them have that similar gameplay style. So we wanted to have a shooter feel, but we still wanted to give a little bit of a different gameplay experience. And we didn't want to we wanted it to look like a shooter, but we didn't want it to feel like an out and out space shooter. So that's why we went for a different gameplay, which is a little bit more avoidance based. And then you make your way through the asteroids, aliens. You quickly sneak past them. Not sneak past is the wrong word, but whatever. Like just manage to get to the frenzy or pick it up, and then you're like, okay, you can move around. And that's why we've given a little bit of leeway to the player. So when you're in the frenzy, you're not really worried about what is happening. So you have to keep an eye on the frenzy bar on the HUD so that you know when your frenzy mode is getting over. But you're sort of invulnerable in that much time.
Gotcha. So I just beat the first level, or first stage, I guess, and now
Yeah.
I'm presented with a bunch of modifications to my ship. So why did you choose this type of reward system?
So the thing was that we really like the roguelike games here, and we wanted to get that feeling in the game, but we didn't want it to be like the center of attraction in the game. We wanted to have that feeling. That's why we did it through the mods, and we keep playing around with the mods in that sense. And if you see, most of the mods have like they're pretty easily. Earnable, like you just play 2 or 3 sessions. Okay, I'll give you a nice tip here. If you just go if you just go and upgrade it, you can buy some mods here quickly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wanted to talk about some of these. So you have a frenzy reward, and then a savior reward, and acceleration. Go ahead.
Yeah. So basically, the mods. So like normally in roguelike games, you buy your items, your power ups or whatever they are, and then it lasts you for the entire session. So we didn't want that feeling where the player feels okay, he's locked down to that thing for the entire game or for the entire session. Now he's like, okay, I don't feel like playing with this mod. I prefer the other thing. It's becoming too chaotic for him where there's acceleration and all going on. So it's really about just letting the player have fun with it for that session. You can play around with it, and just move on to the next thing and have a different experience each level. So it's all about the combination really. So sometimes you'll get an acceleration with explosion. So when you pick up your frenzy, you'll just be running through all the enemies and you'll be done with the level in probably 30 seconds. Sometimes it's you get a magnet that attracts enemies. So there are different. It's sort of randomly generated. There are a lot of varieties to each effect. So there's a lot of stuff happening with the magnet. There's a lot of stuff happening with shields. There are mods like when you have a shield, and when your shield takes damage, you explode your shield, and then you can create explosions when you collect your frenzy orbs. Your frenzy thing is getting over. So there are a lot of combinations that are at play here. And the main thing was that we just wanted the player to have fun each level, and not have like, okay, where he has to plan too much, because at the end of the day we do think of this as a mobile experience, this particular version of the game. We have thought about it from that perspective.
Okay.
So in case you do want to try out the mods, since this is an in development build, I can show you a nice little trick here. So if you click on the upgrade slot down,
That one?
the plus sign below
Oh.
the frenzy blast.
Yeah. I'm clicking it. It's not doing anything.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I think it must be that. Okay, fine. So then, if you go exit out, whenever you die, you can go on to the exit main menu and just get the currency from there.
Okay.
So just quickly, I'll tell you about the currency. One good thing, one thing we wanted with the currency was that we really it's satisfying. Like we tried to design it with a loot perspective in mind, but obviously it's not really loot; it's just currency. Mm-hmm. But so we're big fans of Diablo and Borderlands and all those sort of games. So when you destroy something, like it's fun to see something pop out of the enemies. So that's what we went for. So when you destroy an enemy or an asteroid, you're really seeing the currency that's coming out. So that's the sort of thing we've gone for with the currency.
Very
so
nice.
You destroy it and then you back collect it. So that's the idea behind that.
So I take it that you've played this game a couple times, maybe just a few. But what would you
Right.
choose from these mods?
I'd go for Frenzy Blast and Acceleration, if you can buy them. I can't really see that.
Yeah, I can't have both, but I'll do Frenzy Blast. Frenzy Overdrive begins and ends with an explosion. Very handy. Now, I've never gotten past second phase, so we'll see what happens.
Okay, so you haven't really met the aliens.
No, I haven't, which is horrible, and oh my gosh, come here. There we go. Alright. Woo! Alright, I want to grab this Frenzy. There's the explosion. Come here, friends. So, the little yellow icons that pop up every once in a while, like when I destroy an asteroid or something like that.
Yeah.
What are those? Are those...
Is
that
the
space
currency.
bucks?
That's the space dust.
Gotcha.
So you need to collect that. That's your... that also adds to your score. That's your score and your currency. That obviously, when you're spending it, you don't spend your score. You just spend the currency.
Yeah. Okay.
So that also comes into play for upgrading your spaceship for the overall thing.
Gotcha.
Like we wanted to have a overall upgrade system also. So here is just not having he's just not having to hit reset each time he's playing. So what happens is that you earn your space dust. You choose initially. So upgrades are a little more expensive than your mods, obviously. Mm-hmm. So but when you do upgrade your ship totally, it helps in beating the game
more easily, like it's simpler to beat.
Yes.
Okay, very cool.
I guess you're doing pretty well. You seem to have. Yeah, I guess you should just escape into the portal now.
Yeah. All right. I want to save some of my space bucks just because I want to see the ship upgrade system.
Upgrade. Yeah. Right.
So
right.
I'm just gonna move on to the third phase. Let's see what's going on here.
Okay.
Oh boy. Come here. Whoa. Okay. Hi, aliens. So you guys have a big area that you shoot in. Oh. Oh, you're a little bit behind, so you'll see that I messed up.
Okay.
Wow, that's a very nice little comic. Uh-oh.
Something went wrong there.
Yes. Oh, my computer went to sleep. Whoops. All right.
Yeah. So with this image, we really wanted to show as if, we didn't want to sugarcoat it, so we just had that whole red thing, the red flames, red tinge to the whole comic, and it's all about like, okay, Earth is lost,
Yeah, you died. You done messed up. Now everybody's gonna die because you weren't very good, which makes me feel very bad.
That's the feeling we wanted. There's like if you have a look at the comic, there's no real hope we're giving the player from there, unless like he comes back and he tries to beat it.
Yeah. So, tell me about the aliens. I've never seen anything like that. Where did you get your inspiration for that?
So it's uh, it's all like it's a lot of places, but it's just the main idea behind it was metallic spiders and like metallic alien spiders, like robotic spiders. But then obviously the artist had his own take on the idea,
Yeah.
and that's how we developed it. It's like a lot of what do you say? A lot of going back and forth on the concept and figuring things out.
Very nice. Okay.
So yeah.
I was gonna ask something, now I forgot. Oh yeah. How many
Okay.
people are on your team? Is it just you or?
So right now we're two guys. There's Abhishek, our programmer, and there's me, and the art is done by this guy called Thomas Brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
So he sort of takes up games, and he collaborates with different people based
Mm-hmm.
on his liking towards the project and how things are. So we contacted him. We wanted to sort of work with him because we really like his art style. He's done the art for games like Little Big Planet. So we felt it could be interesting to no one really looks at Little Big Planet and thinks, oh, we can make something like a mobile game or a little bit of an action based game,
Mm-hmm.
with that sort of an art style. So it's obviously different, but we wanted to have that vibrant look for the Earth. We wanted it to look like the Earth you see from the NASA pictures,
Mm-hmm.
the ones that you see always on those the Atlas, and we wanted that feel. So that's why the Earth always looks like it's so vibrant. So that's the
Gotcha.
whole idea behind that. And uh, and yeah, there's just two of us and one guy for the art. That we have a in-house artist as well, but but we don't generally do 3D.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a little bit of help from Thomas for this game.
Very nice. Okay. So, this is the game over screen after the comic, and
Yeah.
there's upgrades, leaderboards, and space tests. I don't even want to look at the leaderboards because I know I did terrible. So
Yeah, it's not the game is not live, so the leaderboards are not functioning right now. Yeah, but
sweet.
yeah, that is not a good score. You
I,
let Earth get lost very easily.
yeah, I tried.
Okay.
So, from the screen, there's the upgrades and the space dust.
Okay.
Can access those from the intro screen as well, right? Like the start and
Right.
all
You
that.
can go to space. If you wanna check out, you wanna buy stuff and see how it impacts your game.
Mm-hmm.
You can just go back to the main menu. Just hit back.
Yeah,
I'll just show you.
let's do that. So we have play, eliminate all threats, upgrades. Yeah, let's look at upgrades. Uh-oh. Come on. It's thinking real hard. Okay. So
Okay,
we
sort of
have.
that. Okay. If you go to space dust,
Oh,
I'll show you one magic trick.
I like magic tricks. Sorry.
Okay.
The screen that you're
You went
seeing.
to upgrade.
Yeah, the screen you're seeing is a little bit behind. So
Oh, okay. Right. Right.
I am in upgrades now. Oh, free briefcase for 500. I will take that. Unlocks in 10 minutes. Oh, okay.
It's even the 20,000 one is free, so you can just hit that a couple of times.
Yoink. Awesome. All right, grab a couple of those.
Yeah, we wanted to make it convenient for people checking out the game. It's because they're not going to really have too much time to get into things.
Mm-hmm.
So we just added that thing. You can just say, yeah, perfect.
Yeah. So I'm gonna grab a couple of those and then upgrades. So we have level 1 upgrade, which is an extra life. Gained 1 additional life for the spaceship. Yes, definitely need that.
So about the upgrade, so we are planning to even expand the upgrade system further. So we really like the loot systems in games, and so we wanted to have that system where we expand the ship and take it to a legendary level. So
Mm-hmm.
right now we only have the blue upgrades, where you keep upgrading, and there are like 16 upgrades for the ship right now. We're planning to add more and bifurcate it more, and we don't want to take away from the mods. We don't want it to repeat, so we have like We've just kept 16 for now, and we're trying to like get more of them later on. So we'll follow the typical tier system where it goes white, blue, green, sorry, white, green, blue, purple, and orange for legendary. So that's what we want. We wanted to do that with the ship. So we have like like the players playing for that. So when you reach legendary level, obviously things are a little expensive right now. A little bit stuff is still imbalanced because it's still in the development phase. We have access to hitting 20,000 multiple times, so we do that and just get the stuff running.
Very cool. So the second upgrade here is a discount on mods, which would definitely be helpful. And I want to look at
Yeah.
the shield. What is this shield? Start phase 1 with a shield. So what is that? Just an extra life?
It's really a shield, but then sometimes you get different mods with your shield, like create an explosion when you know when your shield gets destroyed. So it is more like an extra life, but then you don't lose your base lives. So
Ah,
it's
okay.
like one more life, but then it also gives a little bit of feedback to the player.
Yeah, it's another visual rather than just a
Right,
number on the side. I like that.
right.
So I'm going to grab that, and then I want to mess with that real quick. So we'll jump back into a game and see how
Right.
it's different rather than just buying all the upgrades. Oh, we're
Yeah,
starting
yeah.
on a...
It's meant to be a little incremental and not all at once. Unless, so we do plan to have a in-app model, like a free-to-play model to it. So, but we're trying not. Okay, there's a small bug that's come. It should get reset when you restart the game.
What's
Not
the bug?
restart the whole thing. There's a bug there. I can. It's the whole screen is just green.
Oh, I thought that was for
At
the
least.
shield.
No. It's you already lost your shield, I guess.
Huh, how did I do that? I haven't been hit
Think
yet.
so.
Oh, come on, go in. There we go. Jeez. Yeah, and then it went red right there for the frenzy. That was interesting.
I don't know. There's some sort of bug that's happening.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, if you just go into the portal, I guess it should solve it.
Alright, cool. So now we have 4 mods. What do we got? Magnet radius. I haven't unlocked the magnet yet. That was, I think, 2 more
Yeah, but
upgrades.
there's a basic magnet from a mod perspective that you can use every
Oh,
time.
gotcha. So I don't have to hit like right on the space dust or whatever it's called. I can get really close to it and be good. Okay,
Yeah.
gotcha. Attract asteroids and aliens in frenzy overdrive. Interesting, because
Yeah.
then they go in front of me and I could just keep shooting them. Interesting.
Right.
Okay. And then frenzy time boost. Increase the overdrive to 6 seconds. That sounds
Yeah.
amazing.
So are you seeing how that? So are you seeing this? Like it's sort of having a different effect on now how you play with frenzy. So when you start the game, you pick up frenzy and you have a little different approach to things right now.
Yeah. So I want to grab this legendary. I want to see what happens.
Yeah, so this is one of the simple legendaries
Mm-hmm.
where you just where it's just increasing your time boost by 6 seconds, which is a lot. Where it's 4 seconds anyways for your frenzy mode,
Wow.
and then you're getting another 6 seconds, so it's going to be long.
Yeah.
So we have a few. We've not kept too many legendaries because we wanted them to feel like they have some effect to it. So there are some really interesting ones where. Like where the space dust that gets generated, so even that all starts blowing up. So when you collect, so there are mods like so later on there's a mod which doubles the space dust that's generated, and if you get lucky and that comes across with the frenzy, I forget the name of that mod, but whatever the space dust blast thing, then everything just explodes on the screen at once, and it's like it's just pure mayhem at that time.
That sounds
Because
amazing.
yeah, so it's all about the combination, and we've not really we've not tried to add some conditions where these combinations come to the player. It's totally random. If you're lucky, you'll see it. If you're unlucky, you'll have to play a little more. That's how we like to say it.
Yeah, I like it. All right, so I bought those 2 mods and create an explosion when shield takes damage. Sure, we'll grab that too. It's only 68. And we'll jump in. See what the next level has for us. Whoa, okay, that started quickly. Yeah, sorry about the delay.
Yeah.
Oops. Come on, seriously.
So the core of the game, what in spite of having the shooter, at the core of it, we also wanted an arcade feel to it. So a lot of there's actually a lot of inspiration from Pac-Man
You
in
know,
this game.
that actually makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So it's all about escaping and then picking things up. So it's based on it has that that's you can say it's not very evident, but it's there. Like that's the feel of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you can feel it.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a unique game. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before, and I love it. It's very intuitive to play.
Right.
One thing I've noticed is that I really need to be paying attention at the beginning because I've lost quite a few lives
Yeah,
to just like right at the beginning.
right. No, we are working on that. That is it's still in development. We're still working on a lot of fixes, a lot
Yeah.
of changes. There's a lot of balance tweaks that are going to be done. So we are looking at that. As in when we play, we don't really have that issue, but we are noticing people having trouble getting their bearings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So we're just working on that. We're figuring things out, and hopefully we'll fix it up quicker than
Oh yeah.
expected.
I mean, you're in development. This is
Yeah, it's an in development game. It's not
yeah.
completely.
You've come light years already. This is a great game. How long have you guys been working on it?
So we've been working on it for a little over 7 months, and
Okay.
like actually we started it early last year, 2016, and then we had to take a break from it because we had some other projects and we had some other stuff we needed to complete, and then we got back on this and we just went all guns blazing, I guess.
Okay. So I have a question about some of these mods. So I already
Okay.
have a legendary that increases my frenzy overdrive by 6 seconds, but now there's
Yeah.
another one that says it'll increase my frenzy overdrive by 4 seconds. So do those stack? So now I'll have like
No, it doesn't stack. So we are planning to add that. So right now it's not there, but we are planning to add more comic things. Have a little bit of fun story elements, like where we are sort of giving a little bit of background of what is happening in the ship, of like when the vendors who are selling these mods, stuff like that. So the player gets a little more invested into the world of the game. So basically, right, it doesn't. So the whole point is that the mods don't stack, even if like from any level except for the lives. So if you buy any lives, then they carry forward to your next level. Otherwise, nothing stacks. Because as I mentioned, right, we wanted the player to just have a total. We wanted him to be not have any baggage when he's picking a mod.
Yeah.
So something like acceleration. So acceleration can be tough initially. It's more like a skill-based mod. So when a player is good, he can pick up acceleration and really, have fun with it and use it to his advantage. But when you just start off, acceleration is quite a tough mod to use because it just amps up the space of the game by that much. And as you can see, it's anyways a little bit challenging.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's the thing. So we didn't want the player to be okay, like, oh god, I've picked up acceleration and now I have to play all the levels, or like this is just doom.
Yeah.
So we don't want the player to have that feeling. So that's why we don't have it stacked, but we are going to add a little bit of a how do you call it, like a notification saying that okay, your mods don't stop, your upgrades are the when you go into the upgrade. So it's all like it's going to be incremental. We don't want to shove things and information down the player's throat. It's all going to be like compartmentalized and given to him piece by piece. Yeah, so you died pretty quick there.
Yeah. I didn't see him. I was
Yeah,
avoiding
yeah.
that asteroid, and all of a sudden, oh look, a giant spider. Oops.
So we are planning on adding more behaviors to the enemies. We are planning on adding more patterns to the way they behave. Right now, we just have them behaving in a specific way, but we are planning to have them doing different things. Like sometimes you may have a combination of two enemies where they get together and they fall, like, so that the following kind of alien and the shooting kind of alien, they somehow have some sort of mixture, and they shoot you while following you and stuff like that. So to make it even more challenging.
Awesome. I get to fail even more. All right.
Yeah.
So that ring, the green ring that come on, stupid screen, back to sleep. The app I'm using to
Yeah.
get this the video that's coming off of my Nexus onto my computer, I forget that it doesn't
Okay.
like keep my screen awake, so I have to every once in a while just like move my mouse around.
Oh, right. Okay, that's exactly it. Okay.
Okay, definitely want to slow down the speed of
Yeah,
the
yeah, check out
enemies,
slow.
and then I don't care about general port or the portal generator. Let's grab frenzy
So
reward.
that green ring that's coming seems like it's a small issue for now.
Mhm.
It's not like a mechanic of the game.
Mhm.
It's like basically it's a notification that you get when you save all the astronauts. So
Okay.
yeah. So this is something's gone wrong there. I don't know. Like it seemed
Tisk
okay. I
tisk.
guess something with the upgrades is messed around with it.
Yeah, just
So
have to yell
maybe
at
if you
everybody.
just give it a quick, just go back to the main menu and come back, it should fix it.
Can I? Oh,
But yeah, I
whoops.
guess I don't want you to lose your progress. So
Yeah,
just
we'll
go with
do
the
it
next one.
on the next one. Oh,
So slowdown will help you for sure. You'll see that it's a
okay.
little more calming.
There we go. Yeah, the asteroids are not moving nearly as fast, and I feel a little bit better. I want this.
Yeah. So there are different things even with slowdown. So there's slowdown for asteroids, there's slowdown for enemies, and then there's slowdown even for your ship. And
Okay.
then there are mods that are like you slow down when you get your frenzy mode. So you're playing very tactically in frenzy mode. You're just like quickly turning and moving to the enemies, taking them out. So it's stuff like that.
Mhm.
Also, that's there in the game. So it's actually it's a lot of it is mod based, and it's all about having it's all about having a slight difference in experience each time you play. It's not like it's not like rogue legacy sort of complete bonkers differences. It's more about the small changes. It's more about the subtle differences that the player sees.
Mhm. Okay.
So right now we have 40 mods, okay, and we plan to add some more, and and like we also want to try and even change the way the mods, the frequency, so that people are not seeing too many mods too many times. So like right now, like that tends to happen where you get a lot of the green, the common mods.
Mhm.
So we want the player to have fun with it. We don't want it to be like we don't want it to be like this is a paywall. You need to pay and get the better mods or something like that.
Mhm.
We want to keep that part open
Okay.
and let the players have fun with that part. But
All right.
we're still working on balancing things and stuff,
Yeah.
even with the rates and so like I mentioned before.
Mhm. Yeah. So, I noticed that I got the mod slow down again. I got it at the end of first phase,
Yeah.
and now I got it again. If I getting it won't do anything, right? Because I already have it.
No. It's everything resets. Every level, everything resets.
Oh, okay. Well then, crap.
Yeah. So we plan to keep the mods a little bit cheaper, so
Mhm.
that they don't, so that players are just having fun with it each time.
Yeah. Okay.
So what happens is I'll tell you why we've done that.
Mhm.
So when you keep playing and now when you become good at the game, you don't really need slowdown. When you're sort of not a pro, but when you're good at the game, you really don't need slowdown. So we don't want the player to be like I mentioned, right? I don't want the player to be stuck with some sort of okay, this is not really fun. Like suppose someone doesn't like slowdown, he doesn't need to use it for more than that one level that he's purchased it. Or say he's like okay, he has only one life, but he wants to play it safe. He's like okay, now I think I should buy Frenzy Slowdown.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I can tell you
So
right
there
now.
are
Go
there
ahead.
are modes like where you increase fire rate, you increase damage of the guns. So different. So right now we've kept all the enemies for now because its enemies a little bit tough. We've kept all the enemies just getting destroyed with one hit in frenzy because we want to have that Pac-Man-ish sort of feeling where it's as soon as you get the ghost, you know uh, you feel like we wanted to get that invincible feeling. So
Mhm.
that's how we've gone for it. But let's see, while testing, we may add some enemies that are a bit tanky. But let's see, we're not too sure about that because that tends to have a different shoot 'em up feeling again.
Mhm.
And yeah, so that's about it. Like that's the main idea behind the game that it's a shoot 'em up, but it's not really a shoot 'em up.
Yeah.
If you
Okay.
know what I mean.
That's fair. So how do I get rid of the bug again?
I think it fixed it, right? When you played, it didn't really have any issue, right?
I wasn't paying attention. I was trying not to die, and I didn't do
Okay.
very well.
So that's a good sign, I'm assuming, that you're concentrated on, okay, I need to survive this.
Yeah. So hopefully it's gone. We're gonna jump in another. Oh, and it's starting. Yeah. Oh, come on. I'm so bad at like judging how far I'm going to turn, how quickly. Come here.
It's a long delay.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess if you just quickly restart the app, it should fix it.
Yeah. Okay.
I
I
hope
can do
so.
that when I die. Come here. All right. Yay! I got them all. Hey, come back here. There we go. I was gonna say something. No, I forgot. I don't remember. How long do you want to talk about your game? Like, how long do you have? We're running up to 45.
It's really up to you.
We're running on 45 minutes right now. I don't have anything else I need to be doing, so I'm totally fine to sit here and play.
Yeah, that's cool. I'll be with you. It's fun for me to get the feedback.
Yeah. So tell me about the portal generator, because I haven't ever purchased it, just because like I don't understand what it does. Because you have to get all the
So
astronauts before the portal spawns, right?
yeah, so it's basically it spawns your portal a little faster than, it's for the later levels, because later on the difficulty really gets amped up, and if you want to leave some of them at the back, you need to make some sacrifices, right, to save the overall Earth. So that's
Okay.
why we've added a portal generator, which generates it a little bit faster than normal.
Okay. So does
Yeah.
each level?
So basically, at 50%, basically, so if you need 10, if there are 10 astronauts, you'll need 5 to generate the portal and get out of there.
Oh, okay. Is there more
Yeah.
astronauts each level, or am I just crazy?
It's right. It's not. There are more that go ahead. So when you go up to like phase 10, phase 11, there are like 20 astronauts that come, and they sort of they keep increasing in number.
Yeah.
So there's no fixed number.
Okay.
But we are looking into that, where the player has a certain idea. Okay, these are the number of astronauts always, but we don't want it to really play on his mind that much, where he's sitting and thinking about it. So we didn't really get into that for now.
So, is it endless levels? Like, is there just endless stages and it just keeps getting more and more
Uh,
difficult?
no, it's right now there are 25 levels, and we are planning to add like a final boss or something towards the end. Let's see how things go.
Yeah.
Because we may just not do that for now. We may just add that in phase 2 or whatever. But it's like right now there are 25 levels, and once all the phases are done, you'll sort of get a notification where like all the enemy threat has been eliminated, and there is a victory comic that is coming.
And we will not see it today.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's really hard. Even it takes me a lot of time. The max, like as of now, the only way I see it is if we like we set it, okay, like we need to see the screen just to see how it's looking. Then we are seeing that.
Gotcha. So, have you beat the game organically? Like, have you beat it yourself without any help?
Without any mods, no.
Is that even possible to do without mods?
I It's possible to go up to level 10 or 11, but it's just crazy after that.
I bet.
So it's really the core is designed with the mods in mind. So we don't want the player to think, okay, he doesn't need this. We want the player to feel he needs this. And I should buy this. So
Yeah.
later on, there are more upgrades that overall reduce the cost even further of the mods. So like later on, it's just when you have stuff piled up, you're not even thinking. You're just buying all 5 mods. Like right now there are 4, and then you upgrade to a 5th slot, and you're just upgrading everything all over again.
Gotcha. I beat phase 3. I am so excited right now. Let's see. Frequency of frenzy orbs, yes. Radius of magnet, yeah, sure. Small explosion on collecting space dust. Yep.
So
Yep, I want that one. Alright, let's see what Oh, whoa. That's a flaming asteroid. That's terrifying. Holy
Yeah, and
crap!
the flaming asteroid spawns more asteroids.
I noticed. Holy crap! That got intense
So,
very quickly. Oh,
so there was a
crap!
time where we had kept like 10 flaming asteroids, and you have to figure things out. Okay, I think went to sleep.
Yeah.
So, but obviously that was becoming too overwhelming for the player to handle.
Yeah.
So we just shifted that to.
Oh, come here. Oh boy, I'm so focused right now. Okay. Oh, come on! I forgot to move the screen again. Sorry.
So yeah. So the main, so one like so the core the basic thing what we want for the player to feel is like it's like this arcade game where he's just trying to move his way up in a similar sort of environment, and these are the new sort of things like these mods, the whole space sort of thing, the story. These are the additions to the core of the game, which is the arcade. The heart is at the arcade. That's what we wanted with the game.
Oh, somebody asked us if this is a mobile game, correct? And will it be on iOS or Android or both?
It's both for now. That's the first two platforms we are looking at, and we also plan to if things go well, we also plan to come onto more platforms, but with a little more additions. Not at this stage. This is like this version of the game is strictly mobile. But if we do plan to add more platforms, then it's going to have a little more stuff. It's going to have more story. Like we've thought about that. So we want to take it and we want to approach that in a particular way.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, yeah. Mobile point of view, it's both. We are looking into other platforms, but as of now, it's only iOS and Android.
So I noticed that there's giant mines now that I have to
Yeah,
avoid as well. Why
right.
mines? Like, who would have put those there?
Because they come with the aliens.
Oh, the aliens brought the mines? That's cool. Okay. And I died
So they're actually
because...
just proximity mines. So
Oh, okay, so just don't get close to them.
yeah.
I
So
tried...
if you pick your frenzy and go near them,
Yeah, I know. I got greedy trying to grab that frenzy. I was like, I can make that. I couldn't make it.
so we wanted to add an overall slowdown and a fast or whatever, like you want to add we wanted to have that in the upgrades thing, but then like I mentioned, we didn't want the player to be like, okay, this is forever, and so we just left that in the mods
Yeah.
category.
So I'm gonna jump back into the upgrades menu for a second and look at what
Yeah. Okay.
what other upgrades we have. So level 4, it'll get there eventually, I promise. Level 4 increases the radius of the default magnet, and that's only for space dust, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Want to grab that? Epic mods. Stack the mod workshop with epic mods. You okay?
So yeah. No, right now it's not going to really help you because we've unlocked all the mods. We've unlocked the epic mods and the legendary mods for now.
Gotcha. So if I didn't have that before, I wouldn't be able to get
Yeah,
epic
so
mods?
initially you would be seeing very different mods if everything wasn't unlocked. So you would only be seeing the greens and the whites, and then you would unlock the next year and the next year.
Gotcha. Okay.
So right now there's a little bit of work that's left in this. We just have we've just used placeholder icons for everything. It's not really
Yeah.
it doesn't really give an idea of what the thing is, but we're still working on the. I told you like the upgrades part is it needs to be fleshed out a little more, and it's going to have like we want that to have a more quick feeling. Right now it has a sense where it takes time to sit and buy the upgrades and stuff. You know,
Yeah.
uh, I say just go for it and buy everything.
All right, let's do it. Super shield. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
Oops. Here, just do that.
So the last one for now is increasing fire rate. So that will really help you.
Generate space dust for limiting threats. Sweet. So I can only shoot while I'm in frenzy, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I thought, but Free mod bonus? Yes, that sounds amazing. Fire rate? Yes. Okay. So now we have, I'm gonna grab some more space dust. We have all of the mods, we have all of the upgrades to our ship, and I want to go back to the menu for a second. I like how as you buy mods, you have like a little visual of like
Yeah.
what on
So
your ship it's doing.
right. So that's what we want to do. That's how we want to take it ahead. So when you go, right now this is, you can say, phase one of the ship. Then you will go to phase two, and the ship will start turning green, and then eventually you go to purple and then orange. So we want to have that thing where you make your ship into a legendary ship just overall. So everything is legendary.
That sounds awesome.
That's how we want to do it. Yeah.
Holy crap.
Oh yeah. Sorry, man. Sorry about this bug. I guess we missed it in this.
No, no.
One.
Oh, I mean, at least it's not a game-breaking bug that makes it so I can't play.
Yeah, that's true.
Did it auto-equip all of these mods? Hold on, now I gotta wait for the stream to catch up so you can see this. So,
No, so the first mod is like, so I think you went through the upgrades very quickly. So what happens is that there is one mod which is giving you a free mod every level. So the first mod you buy will be free. So that's at 0.
okay. It's not
Yeah.
that all
So
of them are 0.
right now you have the cheat code of just hitting that button how many ever times you want. But
Yeah.
the player, when he's in the real world, he's not going to get that option.
Yeah.
So so whatever. So the first mod is going to is going to feel like, okay, I got a nice little bonus, because sometimes we in terms of I was mentioning that we need to still balance things out. So we wanted to feel, by the time you reach like phase 15, 20, you're sort of okay, now I need to start deciding things based on how many lives I have left. I need to start saving on money based on what I may need ahead, a little bit, not too much, but a little bit of that feeling we wanted.
Okay, that's fair.
Is the light becoming bad on my end? Oh, that's fine.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Okay. Okay.
That's a little bit better, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, screw it. We'll grab that portal generator too. All right, level 2. Here we go. Give me that frenzy. So, do the monster or the aliens only appear in level 3?
Yeah. So initially it was totally random. Like they could appear anywhere, but we locked that out because the first time people play, they were finding it a bit hard to grasp what was happening. So
Yeah,
we
that's
just
fair.
wanted them to get a little bit of understanding on how the game works, and then they start figuring things out.
Gotcha.
So we do plan to have it in such a way that, so the first couple of times they play, they see only the asteroids. Is my voice breaking?
Is it? I didn't hear
I'm
anything.
asking. Okay. I feel like there's some sort of distortion there, and so then eventually there will be a little more randomness to it, where we have different behaviors and more enemies start coming. It gets a little bit difficult from level 1 itself. So it's a little bit fresh. It's not like, okay, level 1 and level 1 to 5 is just okay. It's just a bore. To get through it is just a slog. So because sometimes what happens is then players tend to give up a little bit because they're like, I'm not really in the mood to go through level 1 to 10 again. I just want to play level 10. So you want to get that feeling a little sooner.
Okay, that's fair. Oops, come here. All right.
So now if you see there's more and more space dust generating.
Yeah, one of the mods I bought gave me a large pool of dust whenever.
Yeah. So obviously right now it's not really impactful for you because you have the magic button.
Yes.
But yeah, so like later on when a player is not having that, then it's really useful because collecting space dust is also beneficial to your score. So when leaderboards come into play, it's going to become a very different mechanic, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's another fun thing. Buying the mods also can increase your sort of score, which can be a little bit iffy, but yeah, that's how we thought about it.
Yeah, sorry, you're good. I started the level and it got hectic very quickly. Holy crap! I just want this one asteroid or astronaut. So, is there a? Come on. I'm doing terribly right now. Holy crap! Just wait until you see this on your end. It's pretty bad. I was gonna ask you a question about something.
Oh, okay.
Come here,
Now I see
Frenzy.
it.
Yeah, it was not good. I lived though, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, but so now the upgrades did come into play for you, right?
Oh yeah, big time. So
So that's what we want, like that's the feeling we like. Sorry, I cut you off again.
No, you're
But that's
fine.
the feeling we like about the roguelike games, where it's a little bit tough in the beginning, but then you're inching your way. It's like it's a slow burn, where your screen is gone.
Yeah, sorry. I just need to turn off like the
Check out the gargantuan upgrade.
Okay.
You like that?
So, which one is legendary above epic, or is epic above legendary? Which way does it go?
It's common, common, rare, very rare, epic, and legendary. That's how it is.
Gotcha. Okay.
At least that's how I follow the. As in, it's not some big thing, but like I follow the Diablo Borderlands sort of tier system.
Mm-hmm.
Destiny has it different. Destiny has purple as legendary. It's too much gamer talk right now, but Destiny has it on legendary is purple and exotic is yellow. That's how they go.
I want Frenzy.
Horizon had this thing, right? Okay, so now if you pick up the thing,
I died.
Don't die.
I died.
No.
I died. I was doing so well, but I got greedy trying to get that Frenzy and couldn't get it.
So that mod, if you pick it up, your ship becomes double size.
Really?
So it becomes this, not double, actually triple. So it becomes this huge ship where you're just like, you're just mowing down everything.
That's
so
amazing.
So when you mix acceleration with that, then that is a good combination to have, because you're just you're going fast and you're big.
That's awesome. Oh.
So it's like really like sort of a bulldozer sort of a feel that you get with that.
Like it.
And if you couple that with the explosion, then it's just over. But actually, so what happens is that right now you're still in the initial part of the game, but these mods really shine when you're like at level 8, phase 8, phase 9.
Okay. If I ever get there.
So then imagine, there's so many asteroids, and then you have one explosion thing set. So then it's just like a domino effect, so where everything is just like going boom, boom, boom.
That sounds awesome.
So there's a lot of balancing that we are having to work on, because to get that feeling, to get that thing exactly right. Right now, it's all like, okay, it's easy for me to, just buy the mods. It's right now it's in development, so we are okay. Let's play with 1 million currency. It's all like we just wanted a nice build to get the core gameplay out. This Horizon Connect, so where people are like, okay, they have an understanding of all the factors of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how.
Makes sense. So, when you're on the alien levels, is there a certain amount of aliens that are always going to be on the board, or is it like, when I kill one, it stays dead, and I don't have to worry about it again?
No, when you kill it, it stays dead, and you don't have to worry about it.
Sweet, that's good to know. Ooh, destroy all asteroids when health is critical. That sounds super awesome. So how does that work? Is it like when I only have one life, then...
Yeah, when you have your last life, everything is destroyed.
That sounds awesome. I am noticing how you said earlier, where you just start buying all the mods because you can.
Yeah, that's what we want. We like, and so how we've thought about it is that initially it's a little bit hard to buy them, because we want the player to read the mod and understand what the mod does. Once he knows everything, okay, he's like, okay, I've experienced everything. So you missed a very big pool of Space Dust.
I did, because I panicked.
Yeah, you should pick it up, because that, as in, if you're playing from a leaderboard perspective, so we do like our competitive games, so we try to add that factor. So it changes it up. It's a little bit luck based. Sometimes when you get all the mods together, and it depending on which level you get the mod. But we figured it's fun. That is also fun in its own way.
Very
so
cool.
it's yeah. So sorry, I was saying about Sorry, I was sort of lost what I was saying.
I
You had asked me a question.
we were talking about.
Right, about the mods. Basically, initially we wanted the player to just have a look at, okay, he's like, okay, this mod does that, this mod does a particular thing, and once he knows it, then you're like, okay, it's just like, okay, bye, I know what everything does. Acceleration, I don't know this, so and so stuff, you know.
Mhm.
That's how we've thought about it. So it needs to go more like, we've really thought about. That's why we call it a rogue light game,
Mhm.
because we've tried to get the essence of it into the game, but not really make the player feel like, okay, he's having to hit the reset button all over again, or he's committed to one particular loadout that he's picked up.
Mhm.
And
Oh,
also having so many mods like definitely confuses, like having so many mods through, say everything stacks up, having so many things stacking up, definitely, you know, it's hard to remember so much.
yeah, makes sense. Da, 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 da. So I was gonna ask you a question about the
Yeah,
aliens.
sorry, I'm just over talking every time.
No, no, you're totally fine. It's really hard for me to remember the questions that I want to ask. Like, I'm like, oh, I should ask him about this, and then I try not to die, and I forget everything that was going on.
So I'm going to take that as a compliment.
Dude, I'm loving this. This is amazing. I'm having an excellent time playing this. All right, cool. So grab all the mods. What am I even grabbing anymore? I don't even know. Extra space dust, absorb all damage. Oh, that's a shield. Explosion when shield takes damage. Speed boost. Space
So
dust
this
last.
speed boost is only when you activate frenzy. Oh, okay,
Okay.
this just went all out.
Mhm. Yeah.
So not always will it make the game easy. Sometimes, like since because we added the score factor to the frenzy thing,
Mhm.
it also helps in it also helps in increasing your score. So there are two ways to look at it for
Mhm.
the frenzy, for the space dust related stuff. So people are like, you know, so
Holy.
even it's not like once you're done with the game, you're not thinking about, okay, like once you have, suppose you have like you have 100,000 space dust, you don't really need space dust now, but equipping space dust and getting score, like, you know, it gives you an incentive to even pick up those mods again. So that's what we wanted to do. That's why we had that sort of compartmentalized approach to adding score to this stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, totally. Um, dang, I had another question. I forgot. Oh yeah. So when I hit that frenzy, like it wasn't a small speed boost. It was a big boost. Like it startled me how quickly I started moving. Did you see me
Right.
panic and like keep pressing
Yeah.
back and forth? Which was actually really cool. I was not expecting that,
Yeah,
but
so the point of giving that extra speed boost is because you're anyways invulnerable, so you will get used to that. You know.
okay.
Yeah, so that's the idea. So some levels go on for longer, so you do go through it. It's all about learning. You know,
Mhm.
the the effects, the mechanics, and like uh, we didn't want to keep it too much hand holding also,
Mhm.
because it's really up to the player what he wants, what he doesn't want.
Yeah.
So we wanted him to, you know, yeah, that's how, like, so some of our favorite roguelikes are like Spelunky and Rogue Legacy.
Okay.
So a lot of inspiration from there as well in terms of the mods.
Mhm.
So a lot of, you can say, lot of, lot of genres, lot of games
Yeah.
going on in our head.
So I definitely want the portal generator. Extra space dust on frenzy. Explosion when ship is damaged. Attract dust. Generate more dust. All the dust. So you were talking earlier about how, oh crap, I have to pay attention. How the dust is used to calculate your score so that you can get higher in the leaderboard.
Yeah.
What made you want to do stuff with space dust rather than like the normal, like, oh, how quickly you could like, oh, I wasn't paying attention. How quickly you could.
Okay, you mean like a speed run mode?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have two leaderboards. One, it's gonna be for both. There's gonna be a time leaderboard, so who completes the level faster.
Okay.
So so we, like I mentioned, we want the player to have freedom on how he's playing. So if someone is like, okay, I'm having more fun beating the levels quick. I don't give a damn about the space dust. I don't care about killing all the enemies. I just want to finish this quick. I want to just like beat the level, and that's the fun he's having, like a quick, like a snappy thing. Then he plays for the time leaderboard, because like games do have multiple leaderboards. So we kept that in mind, and that's why there are only two things. We were going to add more bifurcations to it, but we didn't want to crowd that screen. We just wanted to keep it simple. So the time thing is for the quick gameplay sort of gamer, and the score thing is for the meticulous kind who kills. So sometimes I'll kill one enemy. I'll pick up, like, initially I'll farm the game. So I'll kill one enemy. I'll pick up all the space dust. Kill the second enemy. So it really stretches sometimes. Like I'm doing that out of just, sometimes I'm playing it mindlessly for testing, or for just to see what else I can improve. Your screen's going to sleep.
Oh crap! Sorry.
Yeah. So that was the main idea behind having both the leaderboard point of view.
Okay.
Yeah. So a little bit. Basically, it sounds complex the way I'm saying it, but it's, when you're just judging it initially, I don't think it's really. The player is just going to play with his style, and he's going to do well, and he's going to get the feedback on how he is playing. So that's how we're looking at it.
Yeah. Makes sense. So I did that level super fast, mostly because I had that epic portal generator.
Yeah. So that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the difference. You start seeing slowly, where you reach like level 7, 8 level. Like it's more about the repetition. Like it has a little, like, it's a very wrong thing to use, but like that Dark Souls thing where you're really struggling with things initially. You're it's not so complicated to figure things out in this, at least, but that's the whole point. Like, eventually you're like, okay, level 1, 2, I'm not even thinking about it. That's how it is.
Yeah. So I noticed that some of the aliens stay in one place, and like sometimes they end up guarding like either an astronaut or a frenzy orb.
Yeah.
Oh crap.
That's we've kept that random effects.
Gotcha.
So we've set locations for them, and then they can spawn anywhere and have that sort of behavior.
Okay.
So we do want to play around with that, but honestly, there was not much time left with what all we had to submit for Casual Connect. So we just we've given them specific behavior, but with random sort of spawning and stuff.
Holy crap! Flaming asteroids. Panic.
So I think that's your. So flaming asteroids with the mines become a bit problematic, right?
It makes sense.
Because yeah.
Oh.
So the combinations are also random. It's not like this level will always get 2 flaming asteroids like this.
Yeah, I'm noticing
these
that.
These guys really seem to circle you right now.
Yeah, I've lost 4 lives on this level, which is 5. Just kidding. I'm not.
Yeah. So I think you did well there. You took out the things.
Yeah. Come here, astronaut. Come here. Holy crap! How many more do I have to get? Oh, there we go. Run away. Okay, perfect.
So there are mods. Which are also increasing the number of frenzy orbs at a time, increasing the duration of frenzy orbs, and also increasing the frequency they come at. So there is a chance, if you get the correct mods, there is a chance that you can play the whole level in frenzy throughout. So that's also, it's like a hidden thing. It's not in your face. It can happen.
That sounds awesome.
It may never happen to you. So, but that's the whole point of it.
Yeah, there's luck to it. I like that a lot. That sounds super awesome.
And also there is one sort of hidden mechanic, which, if you get the combination of these mods, you keep stacking your fire rate. So each frenzy you pick up, your fire rate goes higher and higher. So we've not really put that in, like, as a mechanic, but as a information to the player, because we want the player, when he's when they're figuring things out, like, we want them to feel. So we did do an alpha test, and not everyone got that set of mods, so not everyone realized that mechanic exists. But a couple of these guys, they really, like, it blew their mind when they were like, okay, it's stacking up, and like, it's just chaos. So then this one guy he was playing the game and he just stacked up everything. It just happened to come, and he had the extended fire rate, and he had all the mods. So he just kept going round, in circles, and all the bullets just took care of everything in the screen.
That's awesome. So what's the highest score you've ever gotten on this?
Honestly, it's I think at 7,000 something.
Holy crap! I'm only at 1,500.
No, so Abhishek, the programmer, he's beaten my score, so he's at the top of the leaderboards right now.
That's awesome.
He's at 9,000.
9,000? Holy crap! That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, but we are also playing this day in day out. We know everything. We're setting things.
Yeah,
so you can't
that makes sense.
Yeah, but eventually, when the game is out there in the wild, people are going to just destroy. I know it because the one guy in the alpha testing. Obviously shout out to Touch Arcade for helping us with that. We put it up on the forums and we got a good response for that. So we got a lot of it's a really good way for indies to get feedback from there. So these couple of guys, they like within the first few sessions, they were already at level like phase 10, phase 11. So I was pretty shocked with that.
Holy crap!
I don't know how these guys play so well so quickly.
That's incredible. I am obviously not as skilled as them.
No, you're like me. It takes time for us to get better, you know.
Yeah.
Even initially I just couldn't go ahead, but slowly, like I like that. I like the difficulty in the game, so I like taking step-by-step approach and going ahead. Yeah. So right now the main thing we're working on is the balance, like I said. So we still need to figure things out how. And these bugs, this bug seems to keep coming in again and again.
Yeah. So
I hope it's not bothering you too much.
No.
Really sorry about that.
Honestly, not even noticing because I'm so focused on trying to avoid the stuff in the middle. But
Okay.
what I noticed that when I was
are you okay? Yeah, go ahead.
I noticed that when I was buying upgrades, I got a shield and a super shield for phase 1. What's a super shield? Like, what's the difference?
Super shield is just it's 3 uses for the shield.
Ah, okay.
So yeah, so we're thinking of we've got this feedback quite a bit where people are like, what is a super shield? So people expect some sort of power, so we're just gonna probably change the name to shield into 3 or something like that, something simple where people are not confused.
Yeah, mega ultra shield or something. All right.
Yeah, that's where people are, or like, shield version 3 or something. We just call it something like that.
Yeah.
So that people are not confused.
Makes sense.
So we have a whole list of sort of upgrades that increments that we are planning. Let's see. We couldn't get everything running for this build, whatever we had in our mind.
Yeah.
Because it's like each thing has potentially crashes the game or causes some new sort of bug with the amount of things we have. And right now the programming, it's just one guy handling everything.
Yeah.
So it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. So I gotta say, I really like that gargantuan.
Right. Yeah. It's so helpful, right?
It's super satisfying to just like be huge and just shoot everything.
Right. So we were planning one more thing with we were planning this thing called as black market deals.
Ooh.
But we didn't want it's anyways a lot of information for the player. So we decided to scrap that out. But if we go for a different platform, like maybe some handheld or the PC or something, we may add that. So basically the black market was going to be stuff like, you save your suppose you like this mod loadout that you've got, so you save it. So you pay extra space dust and you save it. So the mod will be sold by some rogue alien or something like that. So we were playing around with that, but then it wasn't fitting in with a clean information. Anyways, there is quite a bit of stuff, a little bit of ironing out in terms of making the player understand. So we just left that out. So that was one thing we were planning.
Yeah. So maybe an idea for that would be like after the player has achieved ship level 6 or something, some number,
right,
then it's available to them.
Right. Yeah, that's actually a great idea. If we may just end up using that and give you credit for it.
Hey, I will not complain about that. So I got 3 epics and a legendary on this mod workshop, which does that happen a lot?
Right now, because we've kept everything open, it can happen, but we are going to sort of it is going to take time for everything to open up. That's the only control we are going to keep. The rest is going to be like it's your luck.
Yep. All right, that makes
So,
sense. Ooh,
yeah,
come
because it's
here.
fun, right? It's fun. We don't want to have that feeling where the player is like, okay, he's really, should I buy it? Should I not buy it? Or damn, I'm only getting these sort of upgrades.
Mhm.
So, we don't want that feeling where the legendaries and the epics are so, uh, like like hidden behind a paywall or something.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, what did I get this time? I got a magnetic radius. Ooh, another life. Take that. Speed boost at all times. I'm gonna try this, and I have a feeling that it's gonna go horribly wrong. But
So one more thing we are definitely planning to do is adding more ways our ship shoots. So right now it's just the 2 bullets, but we feel that's a little bit less. So we're definitely looking in, like, obviously we wanted to get a stable build out, so we had to pick and choose the. Okay, it's going really fast,
yeah,
but you have a lot of stuff going for you.
I'm not doing so hot. Oh my gosh, it's so fast. But I also love it at the same time. Like, it's a huge learning curve already, and then that happens. Come here, frenzy.
It's learning and like also a skill boost that you need to get used to, right?
Yeah, I want to pick up this frenzy. Oh, I got it. Sweet.
So we are going to add a little bit of like we're going to increase the distance, like how you collect this thing is. We see in the speed thing we see a lot of people struggling like that.
Yeah, I
So
can't.
we are going to change that a bit.
That is an excellent idea.
Yeah, because we did notice a couple of people, not because of speed thing. So the idea behind the speed thing was so we destroy the enemies faster, but that's becoming a hindrance to players. So we're just going to tweak that a bit.
Yeah, it's the turn radius of your ship is so much more than you expect. So it's
Right,
very
right,
hard to time enough that you can get the whatever you're trying to grab.
right.
But it was still a lot of fun. I'm gonna have to buy acceleration more often.
Yeah, it's great. That's what I said. It's initially when the player picks up acceleration, he may be like, okay, this is totally not my scene. I'm never buying this again.
Yeah.
But so so we're gonna get like so we're gonna try. So one of the points we're going to address for the mobile version itself is going to be like we're going to add a little bit of more behaviors to the enemies. We're going to add some more types of shooting options to the current spaceship. So like nothing totally unheard of or anything, but like stuff where we get triple bullets, more spread, faster fire rate. Like stuff that sort of homing sort of bullets, depending on the price and all that stuff. But that's what we're looking at for now.
Makes
But
sense.
we figured this sort of version is okay for the first time a player seeing the game. There's anyways a lot to digest.
Yeah. So you've mentioned Casual Connect a couple times. Are you going to the conference?
Yeah, right. We have been selected for
Nice.
the indie prize.
Are you gonna stream with them while you're there?
Right. Yes, we are. Have,
You'll like Carl. He's a good guy.
but I really don't think he's gonna get that much time to play it. It's a half an hour slot, right?
It's a half-hour slot, but that's mainly just because they have what, like 150, 200 indies or something ridiculous, and all of them want to play their game and have people see it. So I mean, we have to
Right.
try to get as many people in as possible. So half-hour slots make sense, but I mean, maybe bring a build where you have all the ship upgrades already. That way, you can get right into the meat of the game.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
So what I was thinking, I do want the players to see the fact that they are getting that ship upgrade. So I'm going to probably you know get a build with already 1 million space dust. So it's people are just buying things and going ahead.
Yeah, there you go. That will work. I'm gonna try it again. So, is it possible to get the? Oh, now I'm having trouble playing the game without the accelerate.
Oh, okay. So okay, so you're having that sort of an issue.
Yeah, I feel so slow now.
So when you get slowed, did you try slow down?
Yes, I've tried that one a couple
Yeah, so
times.
that's one reason we didn't want to stack things, because we wanted to have that difference, but then stacking things limits us to playing a particular style for the entire session.
Yeah, you have to have a little bit of versatility. That way, there's a lot of replay value for your game. Makes sense.
Exactly.
Portal percent faster. So when the video catches up and you can actually see what's going on, I have 2 portal generators, one for 50%, one for 25. So does that mean I only have to get 25% to finish the level?
No, you can take the 50% one. That will be helpful. So there are things that can stack, but it's about a price thing. So right now they all were zero. So you got lucky and it came here, but you just have to buy one, and one of them will be the higher one will be active.
Gotcha.
So we are going to separate all these things sort of these problems out, so that we don't want players to have that thing in their mind. So we're also going to try and do that with the shield and the super shield, but we left that in there because super shield will be say 100 space dust and super shield will be like 300. So later on there will be when players have less space dust, they will be faced with an option whether they want to buy it or not buy it.
Yeah.
Right? So that's how we've thought about it. So if you don't have enough money, then you may only buy the 25% one. But if you have the money, then you can get the 50%.
Makes sense. So we've talked a lot about how different items stack and don't stack. So portal stuff doesn't stack. You were talking about a fire rate that stacks or something like that. So what stacks and what doesn't?
Fire rate is a hidden mechanic through frenzy. So that also stacks only for that level if you get it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a very you can say when if people play it for really long, and then for like if they figure things out all on their own for 2-3 hours they're playing it, then they sort of get that feeling out of it.
Mm-hmm.
So the shield and the life stack, because taking that away from the player would be very unfair, and they would probably just delete the game if you took the lives away. So that definitely stacks.
Okay.
And that's unfair to not stack. And also the fire rate thing is sorry I confused you with that, but it's actually more about a self-discovery thing. So if you figure that on your own, the feeling, then you really get the understanding of how it's stacking, how it's making a difference.
Yeah, you start understanding the game mechanics and can make better decisions. All right, I like it. Want that and that and that and that and that. All right, cool.
Now I see you're not really struggling with level 1 and 2.
I'm struggling with 1 and 2?
No, you're not. You're not.
Yeah, not anymore, which makes me feel really good. I'm learning. I promise. Come here, ship. Yeah. Get out of here. So, what made you think of the currency as space dust? Like, why space dust?
Honestly, I don't know. It's just like we just wanted to call it something simple and not. So we did think of space bucks, but some game already has space bucks, and we didn't really want to keep like gold coins, because that again.
Yeah, that's used so much.
It has, and not only that, that's okay. That's not a problem because everything is done a lot nowadays. But it really doesn't suit the game, the look, like gold coins spawning everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So we felt we wanted something simple. So we just went in for that. Like, it's honestly, there's not much thought gone into the name. It's relatively small. Also, there is like how do I say it?
I would try to help
like,
you.
In Destiny they have that thing Glimmer, so it's a little bit looking like that.
Okay.
So Glimmer is blue, but this is like a yellow, but it has that similar we just wanted that get that little bit feeling
Mm-hmm.
of like, okay, some space related thing.
Yeah.
And also we can't have some. We wanted to keep parts and like we keep those screws and something like that with
Mm-hmm.
something related to those alien things. But then we didn't. We wanted it to be like uh, iconic, not iconic, but like easily distinguishable. That's the right thing.
Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. There's
Yeah,
the
but the name, yeah, I don't know. And also it's an easy icon to make, right? So and like it's like a dollar sign. So we wanted something with S for sure.
Okay. Makes sense.
Yeah. Just give me a second. I'll be
Yeah.
with you.
No problem. So what do you guys think of the game? I'm really enjoying this. It's a lot of fun to play. It's very far along. It's honestly a little bit farther along than I expected, which is great. I expected like this little teaser trailer style, but having fun. Dun, 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 dun. Whoa. Gotta say, I am a huge fan of that biomagnet.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, just kidding.
So so there is a mod which explodes the enemies, and then there's a mod that attracts the enemies. So if you get both of them, that's also really like that's fun.
Yeah. So we just hit an hour and 30 minutes of our stream, and
Okay.
I am falling asleep. Like, I'm having so much fun playing this, and I don't want to stop, but I need to go to bed. So if it's all right
Yeah,
with
sure.
you, we can end here.
I honestly I didn't expect you to play that much. I thought you would just play like half an hour or something. And
I was having way too
you
much
know,
fun. It's
yeah,
so much
no,
fun.
that's really good. I really enjoyed the stream.
Yeah.
It was
So
very good for me.
I want to thank you so much for coming out and going through all the stupid sign-up sheets that we have to get this set
No,
up.
this wasn't too much trouble.
Okay, good. But I really do appreciate you coming out and showing me your game. Like, it's a lot of fun. I have enjoyed all of it, and I will make sure that Casual Connect lives up to its side and helps you out at the stream or at the conference and
Yes.
with the other stuff that we talked about in the email. So, like I said, I want to
Sure.
thank you, man. It's been a blast. I've had a great time.
It's same here, same here. It's pleasure's all mine. Honestly, this was way better than I expected it would go. I thought, it would be a problem for me to explain things. So
Yeah.
it's really, really great, and you were awesome.
Yeah, awesome. So we're gonna end the stream here, guys. I just want to thank everybody for coming out and supporting us while we play this game, and make sure you guys check it out. Do you know when you're gonna release?
Uh, we're going to take a call on that after Casual Connect.
Fair enough. So make sure
yeah.
you guys check out Casual Connect so that you can see when they're gonna come out with their game. I know that I'm gonna download it right off the bat. I can tell you that much.
Yeah. We're going to get a good head start on the leaderboards.
Yes. All right. Cool. Wow.
Okay.
Sounds like I'm ending just in time for you to have a party.
That's my doorbell, actually.
Yeah. So I'll let you go. Thank you again, and
Okay.
I will catch you later.
Okay. Thanks.